It's meant to warm up after Saturday. Well, I think on Monday, if you looked, I tweeted and said, I'm calling it. This is the last week of bad weather. After this, it was going to get warmer. And then people were looking at the snowy weather going, no! Nah, I'm not into football Twitter. Yeah, Cornwall boy, that's Storm Emma is bringing all that. So Storm Emma is bringing up loads of warm, moist air, and it's meeting the beast from the east. And that's creating a deluge of snow. Stranded Deep. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Store. We're going to have to fix this hull up. We don't really have a choice. Let's go to like there for now and see what we can get away with. I'm going to go ahead and sell this shield. I wouldn't mind some crew, but I'm not sure we can get away with it. Let's see. So we need 3 for the boarding. We have 3 spare here. Need to have another 2 available. I'm also wondering, like, the shops in the civilian zones, do they tend to be things like shields and defensive stuff, and the hostile zones tend to be where you get the better weapons? Is that how it works as well? Yeah, probably not, actually, looking at this. I don't know, maybe. Does anyone know if you can use a Bluetooth controller on older games under Windows 10? A Bluetooth controller? Well, Firefighter, if the game can see the controller, it doesn't matter if it's Bluetooth or not. Like, because all the Bluetooth does is remove the wire. Yeah. It still appears as a game controller in Windows. Now, if the game can see that, it doesn't matter if it's Bluetooth or not. That was a rubbish announcement from VATSIM. What did they say, agency? What was the announcement? Harry Cardis, thank you for 18 months. Well, yeah, but whether the game has controller support is a different question. I don't think the question has anything to do with Bluetooth, I think, is what I'm saying. Okay, let's put 2 in that. Then we'll grab... Let's see what that looks like. That leaves us with 1 power bar. So we could steal 1 from there, it would give us 2. It's not quite enough for boarding. So therefore we'll grab 1 more. And now we have 3. If we have the med bay offline, we have 3, so we can hit a boarding drone. And now we have 2 pits of shields on top left. New codex. Yeah, but agency, that's what I said to you. The announcement was going to be new codex.
Welcome to the nut house.
To be fair, agency driver, it's absolutely massive for VATSIM. This has been an ongoing problem for years with VATSIM, the really bad codec. The fact they're bringing out a decent codec is a game changer. Because you really can't understand half of what a controller's saying. Well, that's a wonderful name. Welcome to the NetHouse, fart in your cereal. Thank you very much for your support. That conjures up all kinds of images. Right, so we have 62 left. You're freezing and you're inside. It's not warm, is it? Interior. It's no use for us. Crew. Snugs. Do you think we should buy a crew member or keep the money? I was kind of hoping we'd pick up a crew member on the way. We could hire... We could hire Zerimar for 60, just about, with the money we've got. Or we could just fuel up, a bit more repair and head out. The flak is very good. I can't afford the flak. It's not a codec for VATSIM, it's a VFR challenge thing. That's not what he said, Hapific. He said new codecs is what he said. Buy new crew, green guys give you power. They give you power. The Zoltan allies of the NG. The innate NG can power ship systems, provide power to occupied system. What? Maximum health reduced to 70, minus 15 damage to enemy crew on death. Powers a system? What the heck? Are they a walking battery? That's nuts. You bought your wife flowers and she wasn't happy, so what if they spelt out granddad? It's the thought that counts. You haven't changed, have you, Pringle? He said no new codecs. Oh, right, okay. So basically just announced VFR and that's it. Meh. I'm sure I saw a newsletter that said they had that coming. Right, I'm gonna hire... Zerimar. Right, okay, who else is on duty? MJ and Snugs. MJ and Snugs. Right, MJ and Snugs, you guys need to, Actually, you know what? Pringle. There you go. Pringle, you are now officially a repairing glowing battery. Congratulations, Pringle. You've not changed the no, will you? Here's Pringle, look. Pringle the battery. Right, where do we put him then? Put him in shield. Wait, look at that. So... That's nuts. Look, if you put him on shield, you get like a free... Look at that. You get a free power bar. That's insane. And if you put him in... You get... That is amazing. Sell off the ammo you're not using. Hey, Simcopter, how you doing? I've not died yet. I've not died. I'm doing alright, Sim. I'm on Sector 3 and I've not died, so, you know. If you guys don't know Simcopter, guys, give him a follow. That guy's a veteran at this game. I saw the stats. 500 matches. 400 deaths. But we don't mention that. Right, I've just put my battery Pringle up here. Just wondering where else we could put him, maybe. So we need to have somebody on the shields. We need to have somebody on the engine. It doesn't matter if you man somebody here. Station is partially powered. Zoltan bonus power. Always powers drone in first slot. Click and drag to rearrange drone. Look at that, that's insane. It's free power. Just a walking battery. Can we get a shout out for Simcopter, please, mods? Right, let's go for it. Let's go for it. We could afford to go here, but if we do, we'd have to go via that. Oh, I've got to go that way anyway. That's scumbaggery, that is. That's scumbaggery. There's no other way out of here, is there? That is an annoying store. Thank you, MJ. A rebel autonomous scout is exploring this beacon. Right. I learnt this the hard way. An autonomous scout has nobody on board. So there's no people to kill, and don't ever teleport anybody there like I did because they die. There's no oxygen. Jaffagate, welcome back. Thank you for 17 months. I wouldn't say I'm doing very well, Sim. I'd say I'm surviving. You attempt to hide behind a nearby moon, but the ship finds you and begins an assault. That's not very nice. Wait, have they got no shield? What the heck? Okay. Ouch. It is an interesting game, Jabgon. 38 scrap, 2 missiles and 1 drone part. And hopefully our drone arm recovered the part as well. What have you got in there for? I think so, Capitev. I'm not sure if it's complex. I think it has a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of different ways of playing a situation. Because every ship that you take in, you can build it out in a different way, and therefore your strategies are different. Manmead, thank you for 3 months. Okay, I think we're ready to jump. Gotta go there. 13 fuel left, that's not a lot. Let's jump out of here. Oh god. You arrive in an asteroid field and are greeted by a Zoltan guard. By attempting to access these closed mining fields, you are in violation of the Natural Mineral Protection Act. Your weaponry will be confiscated for processing. You don't have time for this. What? We have intruders. Now, we don't know where they are, do we? This is where I would have really liked that defensive drone. Okay, well, we do know that they're not in these rooms. Is that swirly thing, is that the teleportation room by any chance? Okay, first thing I'm going to do is target that. Next thing we're going to do is find these scumbags. We need to maintain... I guess we're going to have to send MJ and Pringle in to find them. Oh, that's mind control. Ah. What are they trying to mind? Oh, they've mind controlled Snugs? What does that mean? Does that mean he won't... Snugs? Snugs has lost his mind. Hang on, I need to find where the intruders are. If they've sent people over here, that implies there's not many people over there, which means sending a boarding drone might be a good idea. Is there any intruder on here, or are they just mind control Snugs? Still can't find them. No intruders, you have sensors on and no one's there, it's the mind control. Snugs is the intruder. Right. Okay, I shall stop looking then. Why are we not taking down their shield? What was that noise? Right, Snugs has just gone over here. Don't know why. You'll see the intruders will never be invisible, right? It's just that whenever been in... I've been in like Nebula or something like that, and I couldn't see where they were. Also, I think once I got my camera taken out and I couldn't see anything. Not enough power. Right, let's send some... Oh my god, that hurt! Okay, now we've got a combat drone over there. They've just mind controlled Pringle! They just mind controlled Pringle! That might... Oh, it was the sound of it going down for a recharge. How many times have I died? So far none, Bobber, but you know, this isn't looking too great right now. We've got a whole oxygen problem going on. Because they've damaged the hull. But at the moment, I'm not massively bothered about that. It's more important that we deal with the enemy. Okay. So our drone is now continuing to do work. You lost all the O2 in your medbay because you had the door open. Yeah, but I didn't open the door, that's the thing. I didn't physically open that door. Boom. Get wrecked. 3 fuel, 2 missile, 27 scrap. Okay, time to get some repairs done. So Pringle's doing that, Vrom can go and do that. Snugs can go and do this. We need to watch their oxygen levels though, because they're going to have to step in and out. We need to also get out of here because we're taking asteroid damage. Snugs can't breathe! It would help if I powered the medbay. What's the asteroid danger? Basically what an asteroid feels, so every now and again we just get hit by stuff. Okay, we survived that. Double shield really, really helped us out though. Right now it's time to get out of here. So both Snugs and Pringle got mind controlled in that battle. That was a first. Yeah, I think Snugs opened the door. What I couldn't understand was when the mind control went on cooldown, Snugs left the pilot bay, he walked into the med bay and then opened a door. And then stopped. J10, thank you for 10 months. 15 fuel, we don't know where the next store is going to be. We could jump here, and then possibly we can jump into that. Don't know if we can chase our way out or not. We'll find out. We're on half health though, I don't like that very much. A rebel ship approaches cautiously. Personally, says the captain, I'd have stuck with the Federation, but I'm a soldier, sir, and I'm no use without a water fight. Raise your shields. Raise your... It's like a very gentlemanly battle, isn't it? Raise your shields. Draw your weapon. Okay, let's go for the shield. That means you were clicking around and happening to do that. So it was my fault, okay. Fair enough, if it was me that did it. I suppose I should learn to press the, what is it, the X key? Every now and again, just to shut everything. You're watching this through your iPhone, laid in hospital, had been involved in a crash and broke your hip again. Oh my god. That's gotta be painful, M1600. I hope it's not too painful. Come on, fire. Missed. Swing and a miss. All at 50%. We've hit the O2. Okay, Pringles needs to go in and repair the O2, otherwise we're all going to die. I take it when it flashes blue like that, it means it's been stunned. So I think that's the main thing that the iron does, isn't it? It's trying to escape. Trying to escape? We'll have none of that. You're in a lot of pain due to watching the best streamer. Oh, you're not? I completely misread that M1600. I read that as I'm in a lot of pain due to watching the best streamer. Thank you very much. 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 17 scrap. Or we toast them and get probably more scrap. See, we've got so many missiles. Oh my god. I'm like stockpiling missiles here. I think we need scrap, really, rather than 1 drone part. So I think we'll push on.
Happy anniversary,
Nordic Night View, thank you for 17-month hype. That's better. A fuel, which I do need, a drone part, and 42 scrap. That's a lot better deal.
Happy anniversary.
The other thing's, Sim, I'm playing it on easy, mate. Mrs. Frosty, 26 months. Good evening, Paul. 26, another month to go. Then it's Yachts 4. That's scary. Thanks for the awesome streaming. Loving the Nut House community. Thank you, Mrs. Frosty. I can't believe it's nearly Yachts 4. That's crazy. Right, we're doing okay. Hull's a bit down. Could do with finding a repair somewhere at some point. We have 109 scrap. So if we need to upgrade anything, we can. I'm thinking maybe drop in some blast doors. What would Simcopter do? That's what I ask myself. What would Simcopter do? I think he'd probably stroke his beard first. That's what he'd do. He'd stroke his beard and then he'd think to himself. What would he think? That's where you wanted the repair arm, Lucas. What do you mean, dude? So I think the blast doors are good when people start getting on board, because the blast doors stop them from moving through. Like, they have to beat the door down to move from one room to another, which is pretty helpful. Engines. But when you say engines, do you mean reactor, or do you mean the engine? Oh, you mean this? Powers the FTL drive and allows the ship to dodge. Upgrading improves dodge chance and the rate of your FTL drive recharge. So that sounds pretty good, actually. Let's drop 15 on that.
Happy anniversary.
And 35 on that. Okay, blast doors and an engine, and we'll stop there. Can you not repair your hull? I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the only time you can repair your hull is when you stop at a store. Is that correct? The scrap Pringle is like an in-game currency. Like, everything is more or less bought and sold with scrap. Yeah. So when you see something here, when you see that little cog, which is the scrap cog, it'll cost 25 to put 1 bar in that. It would cost 50 to put 1 bar in that, and so on. You're gonna need another reactor pip. In order to do what, sorry? Is that because of the blast door thing? Ah, is that because of the engine upgrade? Okay. There you go. Yeah, it's exactly like bottle tops in Fallout. It's exactly right. Okay. Now, we've got 2 choices. We could jump into the Nebula, which will slow down the advance, which may let us jump to that. If it doesn't, we could go here, or we can go that way. Go for a quicker exit. See, there could be another store lurking around here, we just can't see it yet. I can't repair Platinum. I have to go to a store in order to repair. I cannot repair. I believe the only ways you can repair are when you get to a store, or certain events will... You'll find a ship and they'll repair your hull. The final sector of places where you can get your hull repaired for free, though. That's tasty. Gonna go here. Right, so we're in the Nebula now. You spy 2 pirate ships lurking in the Nebula. They remain unaware of your presence. You're able to get your scanners to at least identify their cargo. One is carrying the fuel supplies, the other the ammunition. They begin to drift away from each other in the storm. I don't really need ammunition, unless it means drone parts. If it means missiles and stuff, I don't need that. The fuel would be pretty good, though. No, we've not been to... The store was at the beginning of the sector, Platinum. Like I say, there could be another one here, but we don't know yet. So I'm going to go for the fuel supply. Okay, this guy doesn't have any shields. You jet toward the pirate with fuel supplies and engage, and hopefully you can leave the ship in one piece. Hopefully you can leave the ship in one piece. So if we drop a boarding party on there, clean it out. That seems to be the way to go, doesn't it? It's powering up his shield.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
This isn't good. Your main reactor can only function at half capacity. So how is this guy able to power his shield? I have to temporarily drop the O2 just so I can drop that in. No, that doesn't work. Unless I move... We might as well move Pringle to something. Use your engine power. What do you mean? Just nick... What do you mean nick the power from here? Okay, let's go for a board. Oh, you scumbag. There you go. Intruders detected. Did they just board our ship? They did it as well, look. Come on, Snugs, you and MJ, sort them out. Snugs is taking a beating. That was a flak, wasn't it? Okay, Snugs needs to back out. Wait, what? He just teleported back? Did he really just teleport back?
To the nut house.
Uh-oh. Medbay cannot heal crew members. Okay, what's the deal over here then? Jeeve79. Welcome to the house, Michael Douglas. Thank you very much for gifting a sub to Jeeve. I hope Jeeve appreciates that. Thank you, Michael Douglas. Right, we've got a massive power problem here. So, our drone is in here. So we'll just target the weapons and let the drone just wreak havoc for a bit. It's probably the best bet. Because they're not actually doing anything about that drone. Which is a bit weird. Don't like Snug's been on such low health. Okay, their shields are completely in on. Okay, he's having another scrap. 11 health, 7 health. He was like that close to beating him. He was so close. Right, we'll need to wait down for the cooldown. In the meantime... Oh, I can't do this. Why can't I... Unpowered and destroyed. Can you fix it? Let's get it fixed. Move the boarding drone ahead of the combat drone so Pringle's energy goes to the boarding drone. Move the boarding drone ahead of the combat drone. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you meant that. Yeah, I get you now. Right, let's get a heal on Snugs. Just gonna keep their weapons offline until we can get another boarding drone down there. Okay, right. That's what you meant. We can't power the shield, we just don't have enough power to go around. With the ship in one piece, you are able to salvage most of the fuel supplies before the iron storm clears and you have to jump away. Are you actually serious? I mean, my ship is not a fuel ship and I'm carrying 14 fuel. I've just taken over a fuel ship and it's only got 3 fuel on it. I'm sorry, but that is complete nonsense. Like, they would have 3 fuel just to jet around, never mind what they've got in the back. Thank you for 85 bits, LIPD. You have a silver cap now, even though you're a 2-month sub. I think you must have started your 3rd month. Unless someone gifted you a sub while you wasn't here. Either way, 6 months ago, Twitch baby. Thank you, LIPD. That's nonsense. I'm not happy about that at all. Doesn't make any sense. Let's go. I miss your resub, DJ Crush. I can't even see it, bro. Hang on. Tom 1 pack. Keep up the good work, Squirrel. Thinking of getting an Oberga chair. How long have you had yours? Thank you for 26 months, Tom. I've had my chair for... I think this summer will be 3 years, so over 2.5. It's a very good chair. Mine's the Master XL. DJ Crush 89. Don't forget to use my code and get 5% off if you do buy one. DJ Crush 31 months. Hello Paul, I recently bought a second-hand PC for only £180 and found out the components inside were worth over 600. LOL! And it works like a dream. Some other good news. I got a new job with Ryanair in the ops area based on the ground. No more flying. Nice. I guess that's what you wanted, DJ Crush. Ground ops, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, you lucked out on that one, DJ Crush. That reminds me of, you know, you see these programs where they go to these, not auctions, like these, what do they call them? Like car boot sales. And they're looking for antique stuff. And they pick things up that cost a £5 and they can sell it for 100 because they know what they're doing. Reminds me of that. Like somebody's clearly sold that without knowing the value of it. Right, we are here. We have 17 fuel. And we'll go that way. More options. Inside this nebula, you detect a rogue planet drifting through space, and its surface a huge monolith visible at the distance even to the naked eye. A Zoldan Elder hails you from the planet. Through luck or intent, you have discovered the Great Eye. Look into the depths and receive your just desserts. If this isn't a trap, I don't know what is. The Great Eye. You see, I know curiosity killed the cat, but I'm curious. I've got to know. If I'm gonna learn this game, I need to know what happens here. You had a steal of a deal on a guitar last month. A grand ESP guitar for £200. Perfect, Nick. How much is it worth, Razorback Rob? Hate to kill it. Right, for science, I'm going to pull the ship in closer. As you approach, an ancient alien voice speaks to you. Your mission has brought you great battles and great losses. This will help ease the pain. A few minutes later, someone reports medical equipment has appeared on the ship. What? Here it is, a healing burst. A self-teleporting healing unit that instantly heals all friendly crew in the room. Can target your own ship. Required power 1, recharge time 18, requires a missile. Well, at least I've got a use for the missile, but... Really? A self-teleporting healing unit that instantly heals all friendly crew in the room. Imagine that when you're in a scrap with enemies that teleport on board. Like, you've gone 2 on 2, like that, and then you just send in a heal bomb. How awesome is that? That sounds pretty good. Cornwall boy, just got a text from my boss to tell me not to worry about going into work tomorrow due to snow, and I already have Monday off work. 4-day weekend hype. GG, sir. You're actually amazed that you've not crashed and burned yet, Hannah. So am I, actually. It's gonna happen, it's just a matter of when. Boba Knight, thank you for 3 months, dude. See, look how bad my hull is, though. Ooh, a distress beacon. A distress beacon. I reckon we could go here. See, look how small that circle is, because we're in the Nebula. That's in the Nebula as well, isn't it? So we could go there, then there, then there, then there. That would probably work. Rome is still alive, that's the real weird thing. Oh my god. Oh, we could go that way. That way, that way, that way. Doesn't really matter. With the sensors down, you spend a good deal of time staring out the window. It is, you must admit, rather beautiful here. Well, that was uneventful. You arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to a stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. They ask if your crew has the time to undergo a few scans. I mean, what are they offering in return for scanning my crew? That could have all kinds of weird side effects. That could go either way. No, you can't save diesel power. There's no concept of saving this game. Someone passed the probe. They said scan, not probe. What could go wrong? I can think of a few things. Look, do you know the difference between scanning and probing? Participate. After the crew calmly lines up for the Zoltans to take their readings, after a short time the process is done, they contact you. Thank you for your participation in our study. Please accept these small cakes made from stiff dough, as well as some scrap. We got 22 scrap out of that. I'm just waiting for some weird side effects. Flippin' heck, look at Roman weapons. 20% faster? Oh my god. Pringle? Pringle the plumber? Look at this. Repair skills? MJ is into his engines and he's repairing as well, and Snugs is into piloting. Everybody's into repairing. Donuts and scrap.
Happy anniversary.
Grab another power bar. Put it in the engine. That little scan paid for that upgrade. Your girlfriend just dumped you through a text message. You see, I've never been one to admire anybody that does that. You know, I think it's so cowardly dumping somebody via text message. Atomic Mercury, 3 months. Well, that's the first scan to confirm. Next one can determine the sex, but it's confirmed a Twitch baby is on its way. Love the vids, Paul. Been a huge fan for a couple of years, and here's to many more great streams. Thank you, Atomic Mercury. You had an excuse not to go to work tomorrow, but a plough just came up the street and cleared it. No more excuse. Oh, well. What? Keep up the great work, Gulgon. Oh, my God. Unlucky. The next person you hire, you can call him Freddy, as it's birthday today. Okay. What was in the cakes, Brillar? I guess we'll find out. Another distress beacon? You find the source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. Send your crew in a shuttle to help put out the fire. Dock and try to rescue the survivors, or leave. This feels like 3 options. Risk your crew dying, risk your ship catching fire, or leave. That's what that feels like. You see, I wouldn't dock my ship onto anything that was burning, so option 2 is a no. It's either going to be send my crew in and watch Vrome die as he tries to put a fire out, or just leave them to it. I don't feel like we can just leave a research station for everybody to die. That doesn't feel like the right thing to do, so it has to be option 1. Your crew valiantly keeps the fire at bay long enough to allow some of the scientists to escape, but it appears to be a losing battle. Before long, you order the retreat. The few scientists they were able to save are distraught but grateful. You'll drop them off at the next station. 45 scrap. I'll take that. See? Save the crew, get some scrap. Eat cake. Thank you for 41 months, Razorpunk. Twitch won't let you resub, Jimmy. That's because you're already subbed. You can't resub when you're already subbed. Hey, Timmy boy. I wouldn't mind a shop right now, though. Wow. The shop was in the top left corner and the bottom right corner. A mantis career is hunkered down in the abdomen of a long-dead space whale. Ew. A hacking stun. All crew inside a room during a hacking pulse will be stunned for the duration. Wow. Reverse Iron Fear, we've already got that one. Hacking. Targets a single system, locking its doors and granting the ability to temporarily disable or disrupt. Requires a drone part to launch. I like the idea of hacking. I feel like we're already pretty drone part heavy, though. Love FTL, but you suck at it, Timmy boy. Yeah, I'm the same. Like, I literally don't know this game. Wow, is that it? We've only got 1 page of stuff. That's a bit boring. Cloaking. Temporarily turns enemies into allies. Mind control one person. Boost health and damage. Well, I don't know, Baz. People were saying fix your ship at the end, you know? I know the hull needs fixing. I'm just looking at the options. Looking at the options. We could also do with a bit more fuel as well, just to make sure we can make it. I really wish I could sell some of these missiles, but the heal bomb... We don't need 23 missiles, though. We can't sell them. Yeah, but JK, like, some of the tips that I've read from experienced FTL players, one of the tips in particular, JK, says never repair your hull to a full strength. Always leave like a couple of pips, because if you get an encounter where they repair your hull for you, if you've got a full strength hull, you've just lost that. You know? So they say always like leave a couple of pips here. That's why I don't click repair all. The gift sub I have going is going to run out tomorrow, Jimmy, and it's telling me that Twitch has errors. At the moment, you're still sub, Jimmy, so I would see what it does tomorrow. Pretty much the same, Atomic. Pretty much the same at the moment. I don't think it's snowing, but it's covered in snow. I'd like to get into this hacking thing, or even the mind control sounds fun. How does... Is hacking a subsystem, or does hacking appear down here as a drone thing? I'm curious about that. You can't save, JK. Right, I'm going to grab a bit of fuel. I'm going to bring the repair up a bit. Is hacking ethical or not? You can be a white hat hacker. Hacking is a main system that uses a drone part to shoot. Oh, okay. Is it any good? How long does it disable it for? See, I feel like I wouldn't mind a proper main weapon rather than something like that. I think what the current build works. We just need to have a main cannon or something. So I think we'll leave it though. Maybe get a bit more fuel. Hack their O2. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is it. I don't want to do the hacking thing because it requires drone parts and we're already pretty drone heavy build. So I think we could actually go there than there, I think, just about. Do you reckon we could go here and here? Or would that encompass the exit? I don't, Atomic Mercury, no. It's hard to tell whether you could make it or not, whether you can do that extra jump. Last time I tried it, I got caught out. Alright, we'll exit. You've arrived at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drivers charge, you can jump to the next sector. You arrive at the sector and agree to buy a science vessel. Waiting by the beacon, they hail you. We find ourselves low on fuel and have a proposition. 3 fuel for 1 drone part. How about... No. Okay. So, in actual fact, we could have done that. We could have gone here. Because if we was here right now, we could have done that. Okay, civilian or Nebula? If we go Nebula, we've got to go through either a Nebula and a hostile to get out. If we go civilian, we go in. So there's a lot of hostile later, doesn't it? Well, if you go up here onto this branch, you're going hostile all the way home. No choice. If you go this way, you can at any point go hostile. So you've kind of got the choices. But I don't know what Nebula's going to play. I think Nebula might be a bad idea. You can go left then right. Oh, you can move around this thing. Really? So you can go backwards in this. I assumed it was left to right. If we go down that road, there's no other way we can get to Nebula, but why would we want to be in the Nebula? I guess the Nebula means you can move through more systems, can you? Because they can't advance as quickly. But it also means you can't see what's going on in their ship, and that might make it harder. Hey, being told, it could be a real big mistake going down the Nebula. I just don't know, though. Northern Alex, thank you for the host. Let's go Nebula and find out how bad it is. Probably regret this decision. You're told the Slug homeworld is somewhere in this Nebula. You can't see them, but you know they're watching. Who's the Slug homeworld? Ooh, this is eerie. I guess the thing to do here is to, see, if you go that way, you have to jump to these. Once you get in the Nebula, it all moves slower. 1, 2, 3. I take it we can make it there without the rebels. Because once you go here, you are committed to following that line. Let's hope we don't run into Khan. Khan! You wouldn't risk it? Trying to think, what, you get at least 2 jumps before they start appearing. Third one, I reckon you can do it. You would recommend an O2 upgrade. There's a slug event that hacks your O2 and you could die with level 1. Interesting. You detect life signs in a nearby moon. A lone slug marooned on its surface. Ah, a sentient species, otherwise known as the Ferengi. After all this time, I am Slocknog, a wandering hero seeking adventure. You may hire me for a small sum. How 55 scrap? What's so good about these guys? He's got a shield symbol on him. 55 scrap to hire a slug. Is it worth it? I don't know anything about these. I mean, that's about the same cost as a normal crew member. I don't know if we need 5. They can see everywhere in the enemy ship and they cannot be mind controlled. Whoa. That's pretty cool. They can see everywhere in the enemy... What, even in a nebula? That's pretty powerful, actually. Swap him for Vroom? You're not allowed to swap. Anyway, Vroom's pretty good on weapons if he doesn't die. I'm going to take that. That sounds amazing. I see you are a wise captain. I will enjoy this adventure. Slocknog buries the scrap somewhere deep within his folds of skin. How big are these scrap metal? Right, let's have a look at this guy. Slog. Where is he? 20% faster recharge when manning the shields. MJ! MJ, you need to find a new skill, mate. This guy's better than you, I'm afraid, at doing shields. Oh my god, it's a slug. It really is a slug. Oh no, you don't, MJ. I beg your pardon, you're on engines. Okay. 20% faster shield recharge, we'll take that. No, Vrome's not died yet. In fact, look at Vrome. He's like level 2 on the weapons. As long as he doesn't die, he's good. Pringle is already working on level 2 repair skills. Slog is already like a shield guy. And Snugs needs to get his complete like level on piloting, I think. That's what he needs to do. I'm going to quickly nip for a bathroom break. I shall be back in a second. Also, a Slug will unlock a special event options in the Slug Nebula. Ooh. Now, what's she saying about this? Oh yeah, I can't do that, yeah. I need to get more scrap. I shall be RB. It's not quite as cold out as it has been lately, but it's still pretty nippy. Okay, we've now got Slug on shield. This is all looking good. Let's see how this goes. Right, we've got to either jump back or I'm going to run around the perimeter. I'm going to try that, I think. Razorpunk 41 months. Referic 1200 bits. Thank you very much, Referic. I'm sorry, Squirrel, I'm watching this stream since the start, and to be honest, I don't understand a bit of this game, but I just really want that #1 badge in front of my name. Thank you very much for your support, Referic. I've tried to explain it as best I can, but I appreciate the 1200 bits there, Referic. Thank you. You look like a military vessel. We're trying to get back to our home. I'm an engineer by trade and could try to improve your reactor if you have any extra supplies. 2 missile which I don't need, 3 drone parts which I really do need. But he's gonna improve our reactor. By how much though? By how much would he improve our reactor? So that could potentially save, if he improves it by 1 point, that could save 25 scrap. If he brings it up by 2, it would save 50 scrap. We know that 3 drone parts is worth, I think they're about 8 scrap each. That's about 24 scrap there. I can't remember how much they are. By 1. If he's only going to bring it up by 1, then it's not worth it. I mean, I'm happy to ditch missiles at him, but not drone parts. That's the entire combat is based around drone parts. If you run out of them, it's not good. You've watched quite a lot and still have no idea, Demo. Yeah, if it's only going to bring it up by 1, then the answer's no. I think the answer's no anyway. We have a store here. I wish I had some scrap. Jammer. Allows crew bomb teleportation and mind control to work through a super shield. Blimey. It's OP, isn't it? A charge 2. A laser weapon that can charge multiple times, giving it additional projectiles. Charge weapons can be charged multiple times to generate more firepower. You can save the time and fire the weapon prematurely, but have fewer shots. Okay. A glaive beam. Damage per room hit 3. One of the most powerful weapons of war ever created, known to take out some ships in a single blast. For every shield bar on the enemy, a beam's damage is reduced by 1. Yeah, Tequila, have you seen the latest game, Into the Breach? Have you seen the graphics card requirements on that?